Hey everybody, Minister Bubba Duck here with your Smackdown review for January the 5th, the first Smackdown of the new year. I gotta say, it was a pretty good Smackdown, and it had plenty of action. It moved pretty fast. I mean, it was a fast moving show. What really threw me off was the first hour. Roman Reigns showed up in a limo, him and the wise man, and they showed him getting out. And he was asked about what The Rock said on Monday, and he laughed. And Paul Heyman just made faces. They walked away. They didn't want even talk about that. But we had Roman there, and I was disappointed that he didn't come out until then. Well, we'll get to it, but I love the theme song, and I wanted to do the theme and put it up for y'all, but they didn't do it. With the fireworks and everything, So I didn't put it up. But we had a pretty good show here. Like I said, we started out with Roman Reigns coming up, but he didn't say or do nothing. So they got right to it. It almost felt like AEW with Orange Cassidy, They just come in and get right to it. They were in Canada. And so, the crowd was funny, but they was in Canada. And so you had KO Kevin Owens going against Escobar. Escobar, the ex-LWO member that put Rey Mysterio in the hospital because he was jealous of Carlito. Yeah, Escobar. Escobar came down with Los whoever. The hell are their names? What the hell are their names? Humberto Garcia and whatever the other knucklehead name. I can't think of his name. Is it Garcia or something? I can't think of his name. The one that think he the God's gift to women. I can't think of his name. Who cares? But he came down with them, and seemed like Kevin Owens was going to be outnumbered in this match. This was for the United States. A shot at the Royal Rumble for the United States Championship against Logan Paul. And this was the finals. And from out of nowhere, the other two members of the two members of the LWO that you don't think of. I can't think of the names because you hardly see them. But the other two members came out and brawled with Herberto and Garcia, whatever his name is, and they fought off. So you had a fair match. You had Logan Paul out there ringside with the belt. Talk about he been a champ for 62 days and he ain't laid a sweat. That's because he hasn't defended the championship. If that music sounds familiar, that's my version of the NWO Wolfpack. Yeah, we listen to my homemade music, so. Like I said, I usually show Smackdown footage, but we were getting flagged, so we'll just go ahead and just show some regular footage, and hopefully y'all enjoy my commentary and don't really care about what you're looking at, hopefully. So let's keep it moving. You had a pretty good match. Escobar worked over KO's hand was hurt. His hand was hurt by Austin Theory slamming it into the steps and stepping on it a couple times. So Escobar worked on the hand, and Kevin Owens fought back. And Kevin Owens tried to do the pop-up powerbomb, but the hand wouldn't let him do it. But then Escobar tried to do a hurricanrana, and Kevin Owens turned that into a pop-up powerbomb. He hit the stunner and got the pin. Escobar had a strange reaction to the stunner, but he took the pinfall. And so Bobby Lashley came out, and he was talking about how 2023 was a bad year for him. And so he was talking about, how he was going to go ahead you know, and he was talking about how he was going to go ahead and look forward to 24. And the best thing that happened to him in 2023 was him hooking up with the Street Profits. And they was talking about getting the gold, and Montez Ford was telling them the Judgment Day, they coming for the championships. Suddenly, Karrion Kross came on the screen, and then he walked out with Scarlett, and he walked out with Paul Ellering, Precious Paul Ellering. And, you know, I was watching Mid-South Wrestling today, and Precious Paul Ellering and the Iron Sheik was on the show. Seriously. Precious Paul Ellering. And let me tell you something. Precious Paul Ellering was something back in the day. He might be 70 years old now, but he was something back in the day. Now, you know, he managed the Road Warriors, and then he managed A.O.P. And the minute you saw him, you knew the A.O.P was somewhere nearby. And the A.O.P made their return. They came and they jumped the Street Profits from behind, and Karrion Kross ran down, and they beat all three of them up. And Karrion Kross got a new move. He go from the Power Slam into the F5, and he dumped Lashley on his face. That move looked pretty cool. I can't wait to see him do it to a preliminary, man. That move looked pretty cool. I tried to I quoted for y'all this short, if you want to check it out. But it looked pretty cool. I mean, he dumped it on his face. I was like, damn, that jump looked like it hurt. So hopefully, Karrion Kross, this will be his third time. I hope they can do something with him, because it's getting ridiculous, you know. It's just getting ridiculous. They keep trying to get this guy over. He just can't get over. So Paul Ellering and the AVP, they left him land. So Mia Yim or Mi Chin took on Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. And, you know, they haven't used Mia Yim much. And Mia Yim is a pretty good wrestler. And I gotta say, it was a pretty good match. It really was. It was a pretty good match. And Mia Yim did a Styles Clash. She was sitting on the top turnbuckle, and Io tried to do her Karana, and Mia Yim just grabbed her around the waist and stood up, and she did the Styles Clash for the second turnbuckle, right on Mia Yim. I mean, right on Io Sky. And everybody thought we had a new champion, but she was close to the ropes, and Io was able to just reach her hand up and grab the rope, so she didn't get pinned. So Io rolled outside the ring, and Lord knows why, Mia Yim tried to do a tope suicida. You know that where they dive through the ropes on you, and Io just sidestepped it. And I mean, Mia Yim crashed and burned. Michi just flopped right on the concrete. And so Io drug her back in the ring and gave her a Meteora, and then did the top rope moonsault and pinned her. So that was that. So back in the locker room area, she was with the rest of Damage Control, and you know, Betty's running them off, talk about how the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, was going to win the championship. And I was talking to my sister about that, and I said, I know that they're going to take the belts off of Carter and Chance. They only hold them to give them to the Kabuki Warriors. But I told her I hope they would let them reign for a couple months and, you know, get some stability to the title, because Pippen and Chelsea Green didn't do nothing with them. You know, and like the women's tag team titles, you know, NXT had a version of them, and they should have kept them, because they got a lot of women down there, and they could have been fighting for the tag team championship. Instead, they all fight over that one women's title. I don't know why they unified the titles. They had enough women down there to actually have a division for the singles and the tag team. But anyway, WWE has a lot of female tag teams now. You got Selena Vega and Mia Chen. You got Alba Fire and Alba Fire and Aladon. You got the Poison Pixie and Nina Hartwell. The Poison Pixie, I can never think of her name, but that's Johnny Gargano's wife. You also got Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler. You got Tegan Knox and Natalie. When they want to tag up, you got Bianca Belair and you got Shotzi. So they have tag teams. Let Carter and Chance bring some stability to the championship because everybody seems to get injured. And I don't know where Rodriguez is, and Liv Morgan, she got arrested. She's not locked up, but she got arrested. I don't know where they're gonna bring her back, but that was a pretty good tag team too. So like I said, they got tag teams now, so they should let Carter and Chance be strong champions, instead of just throwing it right back on the Kabuki Warriors because they already had it before, and they ain't do nothing with it. They already had the championship before, but I know Damage Control won all the gold. And so Bailey was talking about they're going to get the championships for the Kabuki Warrior, the tag team championships. Io has the Smackdown women's title, and she's going to get the Raw women's title. And she's going to enter the Royal Rumble so she can get a ticket for Rhea. And Bianca Belair came up and said, I don't think so. I think I'm going to win the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to get my belt back from Io. And so when Bianca left, Damage Control said that Bailey had to get rid of Bianca. So they're going to be fighting next week, and Bailey going to try to take out Bianca, which is going to be a task because Bianca has beaten her soundly. So we'll see. Maybe they'll let Bailey get over on her. I don't know. But when y'all know that. So then we had a match with Butch and a secret partner going up against, because he had a week to find a partner, to go up against Pretty Deadly. And they brought in Alan Bate. And Alan Bate is, he was in NXT, the UK version of NXT. And he's been at regular NXT for a while, but he ain't been doing that much. But he was, in the regular NXT. He's all right. He has a unique style. And I like to see him in a singles match because he has a unique style. He does a lot of unique things that I think people would enjoy. He brings a lot of that European style, which is different than that Japanese strong style crap that they do at AEW. But they exchange forearms and smack chops all day, and that's it. He has a lot of interesting moves. And so him and Butch make a good tag team. So I hope that they keep them together. I hope that he stay on the main roster and they tag together. Because I like to see them go against Judgment Day for the championship. I don't think they're going to win it, but I like to see it. But anyway, so you had the A.O.P. come back, and you had the debut of Tyler Bate. So that was pretty good. So then we got to, that's why I say this was a fast show. With the wrestling, this show moved fast. So your main event was the triple threat. Oh, I forgot to tell you. At the end of Kevin Owens beat Escobar, and he is the number one contender for the U.S. title, and he'll be fighting Logan Paul. Logan Paul got in the ring after the match and was making fun of Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens punched him right in the face with the cast and knocked him silly. I forgot to tell you about that. So then we got to the triple threat match, and we all knew what was going to happen, but it was a pretty good match. That's why I say they had some good matches on SmackDown tonight. I mean, good matches. It's like Vince McMahon's hand is coming off, and it wasn't a lot of star power in the first hour, but it was people that Triple H had brought back up, and I mean, the wrestler was pretty good. And so, like I say, I really enjoyed the show. We got to the main event. It was a triple threat for the winner of the triple threat was going to get a title match against Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship of the world. And they had a great match. I mean, great match. All kinds of stuff. I made it short for y'all. AJ Styles was going to do the phenomenal forearm on Randy Orton. And Randy Orton hit her with the RKO. And it had AJ Styles, the Viper Randy Orton, and you had L.A. Knight, yeah. L.A. Knight pulled the referee out before he could make the count. L.A. Knight hit Randy Orton with the blunt force trauma to try to get the pin, and AJ pulled him off. He got the referee from count nasty. He grabbed the referee's hand at the count of 2 and wouldn't let him count 3. It was no disqualification in a triple threat, so he couldn't disqualify him. The referee couldn't do nothing about it. So all of a sudden you heard Roman Reigns music, and him, Paul Heyman, Solo, and Jimmy Uso came down there, and they beat the crap out of Styles, Orton, and L.A. Knight. They beat the crap out of them. And I actually got them giving the spear, and Solo did the spike at the same time. And they was in there beating. Now the general manager for Smackdown, who made the match that Roman didn't like. That's why Roman came down there. He thought he was going to beat everybody up, and that'd be no winner, and he wouldn't have to face nobody at the Royal Rumble. So Nick Aldis was just standing there at ringside watching the match, and he walked over to Paul Heyman while they were beating up Orton and L.A. Knight and everybody, and he told him, "Hey, when they finish beating the guys up and when they finish celebrating, let Roman know that it's going to be a 4-way match at the Royal Rumble. He going to have to defend his title, not against one man, but all 4. I mean, all 3. So it's going to be a 4-way. Roman, Orton, L.A. Knight, and AJ Styles. And he had to fight them all at the same time. Whoever get the pin is the champion. And Roman don't have to be pinned to lose the championship. So Roman doesn't know it yet. The show went off the air. They were still in there beating them up. The bloodline was still kicking their butts, not even knowing. Paul Heyman looked worried. Well, what could he do? What could he do? Nothing. He couldn't do nothing. That was just Smackdown for the day. I gotta say, I really hope that they don't hotshot the titles off of Chance and Carter, but give them a chance to have a reign. At least let them make it, past the Royal Rumble and have them lose it at Elimination Chamber. Or have them lose it at WrestleMania, or Fastlane. Get them some time with the belts. That's all I'm asking for. I know that they're going to try and make Damage Control be like the Judgment Day and hold the gold. But what I like to see is Bayley should fail at winning the title, and they should throw her out. Because she would be the only one that don't have any gold. And Dakota Kai could be the leader. She could be the leader of Damage Control. They should kick Bayley out. And I'm thinking that Sasha Banks and Naomi should come back and help her along with Bianca Belair, and then that's your war games for next Survivor Series. Damage Control versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, Sasha Banks, or Mercedes Moné, and Bayley. Because Bayley and Sasha Banks, they used to be the tag team champions. They was pretty good. They were pretty good. They were pretty good as tag team champions. So now you got to figure out what you gonna do with CM Punk. Cause now you got Randy Orton and LA Knight and AJ Styles are gonna be rasping Roman Reigns. So you gonna need a title contender for Seth Rollins for the championship on Monday Night Raw's world title. You need a tag team for Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley needs an opponent for the Royal Rumble, and so does Io. So I hope that they're getting everything ready for the Royal Rumble, and I hope that we'll see over the next couple of weeks that they set up for it. Hopefully we get to see. Hopefully we get to see something really happen. So anyway, y'all, this has been Survivor Dark. I gave you your Smackdown review. If you agree with some of the things I say, please leave a comment. I answer as many comments as I can. If I see it, I answer it. I'm serious. And I answer quickly. When I see it, you ask me a question, I answer it. I don't beat around the bush. I answer it. If I don't know, I tell you I don't know. I'll look it up and then answer it. So don't be afraid to comment. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button. But be heard. Because when you don't do either, and you don't leave a comment, your feeling's not heard. And if it's not heard, it don't exist. So, and also, we need, hold on one sec. Let me show y'all. We trying to hit 1,200 subs. And we have 1,191. We need 9 subs. Can we get 9 subs, please? 9. We just need 9 subs. 9 to hit 1,200. Can you help us out? Can you help us out? We just need 9 subs. You got any spare accounts you don't use, any troll accounts? Doesn't cost you anything. But can you help us out? Can you help us reach 1,200? 1,200 subs. I could go to one of them channels where they exchange subs, but I want to earn it. You know what I mean? I want to earn it. So, please sub to the channel. We only need 9. Can you help us out? Alright, y'all, this is Minister Brother Derek. We're going to be going out tomorrow. Like I said, I got plenty of shorts up for y'all to take a look at. Some on the wrestling. Some me roasting. You know, I got a short up about AEW. And about Triple H. And see, I know what I'm talking about, because I got a short asking Triple H not to get the titles to the Kabuki Warriors right away. And sure enough, they talking about getting the titles. Sorry, y'all. Minister Brother Derek. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. And I will see y'all next time. If Collision good, I'll give you a review tomorrow. But the Ravens going to be on, and I'm telling you, I'm going to have live updates on the Ravens game. So, if you're a football fan and you can't watch it, I'll have live updates. Now, the game, I want us to win because I'm a Ravens fan. But we don't need to win. We already in the number one seed, so win or lose, it don't matter. But the Steelers are a rival team. Our starters are not playing, so if the Steelers lose, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs anyway. They could be going up against our second stringers, third stringers. So, and like I say, we had that dude, what's his name, Dalvin Cook. We got that running back because two of our running backs got injured. So we picked up a running back that went in the free agency on the Jets. So we'll see how he does Saturday night. So like I said, if Collision's good, I'll have a review for you. So be looking for it. I know I'm not as good as JD and Solid Monster and the other guys, but I hope I give you a different perspective. You know, I ain't on here begging you for super chats and stuff like that. You know, like I said, if we get enough viewership, I'll start doing live streams. If y'all would like that, I'll start doing live streams. So all right, y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great one. We have a mobile live that we going out 11 a.m. tomorrow. Y'all want to come along? Y'all have a great night, and we out. And hold on a sec, because I'm on the keyboard here. Bring it back now. All right, so let me get out of here. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace, and we out.